little more than 1,000 years ago, humans found solutions to retain runoff water by infiltrating it into the subsoil, wherever the geological formations allowed it. This way of retaining water is known as water sowing and harvesting. The WaSHa project aims to highlight these ancestral water and soil management practices. The first results have made it possible to inventory the main water sowing and harvesting systems in Spain. A first classification makes it possible to differentiate them into intentional and non-intentional. Intentional sowing practices, which are less frequent, include systems such as the acequias de careo of Sierra Nevada, the pesqueras of La Vera, and the fallas of León. They also include specific cases of recharge of springs and galleries that have managed to be preserved today, such as the Teresa's Tape in Ture, Almeria. The unintentional ones, much more frequent, come from infiltration by irrigation ditches and unlined irrigation channels, from flood irrigation returns in meadows and cultivation terraces, from winter irrigation, and from systems such as riverbanks, dry stone walls in ravines and gullies, and wells and cisterns, which capture and distribute runoff water in semi-arid regions, forming authentic water retention landscapes from which we have much to learn. Among the ancestral water collection systems, hand-dug wells and drainage galleries, such as canats and thimbras, which are found by the thousands throughout the length and breadth of our geography, stand out. Research carried out in several watersheds of the Sierra Nevada has shown that acequias de careo and irrigation ditches can double the recharge that occurs naturally in the aquifer. Very similar results have been obtained with the pesqueras of the San Gregorio watershed in Aldenueva de la Vera, Cáceres, where it has been estimated that a third of the flow that circulated through the river was recharged by these ditches. In Valduena, León, we have shown that its fallas allow to double the recharge of the alluvial aquifer on which the irrigable area is located. What would happen if, in rainy years, irrigators were reimbursed for the water sowing in the more than 26,000 hectares of flood irrigation on unconfined aquifers in poor quantitative condition? What would happen if winter irrigation was carried out on the 7,000 hectares of poplar groves, on the 35,000 hectares of pastures, or on the 100,000 hectares of nuts located in unconfined aquifers? What would happen if water circulated outside the irrigation season through the hundreds of thousands of kilometers of canals and ditches with seepage on permeable materials? Compensating farmers for aquifer recharge services, as is being done in California, would be an effective tool to recover our depleted aquifers. It would contribute, at the same time, to improve the status of groundwater-dependent ecosystems and enhance our neglected biodiversity. The work done in this project is an example of the potential of combining local ecological knowledge with scientific knowledge. Water sowing and harvesting practices are living examples of climate change adaptation tools and are nature-based solutions for groundwater management. The WaSHa project shows us, once again, how studying the past allows us to find effective and sustainable solutions to the problems of the present.